And now it's time for the Fun with Kim show with your host, Kim Mack. The Fun with Kim show. Don't forget, you can send your questions to travel@voyagesbykim.com. That's travel@voyagesbykim.com. And now your host, Kim Mack.
Hello, everyone. This is the Fun with Kim show, and I'm your host, Kim Mack. Join the Fun with Kim show. It's all about having fun, feeling good, living life, and hearing some great music. Tonight, we have the amazing Lionheart Laquinn with us. How you doing today, Lionheart?
I cannot complain, and even if I could, I wouldn't. So, I'm doing blessed. I'm very blessed.
I'm doing great. That's amazing. It's great to hear someone who's saying, hey, every day above ground is a good day. It's kind of what that sounded like to me.
Definitely. Got to keep good vibes.
Yeah. Now, you are, right now a professional boxer, so you ventured into the professional boxing world. You have so many things going on, and you're growing in so many different ways. Your name, Lionheart, how did you get that name? Where did that come from?
Right. So, my dad was actually a professional boxer, I believe, in the 90s out of New Jersey. So, of course, he trained me and everything. I remember being about 11 years old, and we would run, street poles at night and stuff, sprints and all that. His name was actually Lionheart, Jerome Lionheart Doyle. So, in a sense, I guess I've taken it down and, put my spin on it and everything. But nonetheless, that's where I got the name from.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. Is your dad still your trainer now?
He's not. He definitely gives me plenty of boxing advice, especially with the professional industry. But yeah, he's definitely the one that I would have to say I use as guidance for a lot of different things concerning boxing.
Okay. All right, so I just want to take it kind of all the way back from how you started and where you came from. I see that you were born in New Jersey. Actually, I was born in New Jersey also. I don't think I knew that. What part of New Jersey are you from?
Okay. Yeah, so I'm born in New Jersey, New Brunswick, New Jersey. And okay. I guess my summer grounds would be Roselle, Linden, Elizabeth area. So, yeah. Okay,
I'm like Richfield Park, kind of that area. Richfield Park. I worked at Promise. I worked at the mall for a little bit. So, that's the area that I'm from. But I moved here when I was 5 to Maryland. So, okay, so you were in New Jersey. And then you moved to Columbus, Ohio, and now you're in Los Angeles?
Correct. I actually moved to Atlanta after that for about 5 years, but I was basically raised in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. So, we had a very moving family, I would have to say.
I see. Because actually, I met you, I don't even think we've actually met in person. I think I got introduced to you maybe 5 or 6 years ago because I planned a vacation for your family and your mom.
That's correct. I do remember that. That was a good year. I took my mom on a cruise after I got back from Afghanistan. So that was a phenomenal year for me.
That's right. That is why she did it. She said she was doing it because you were coming back. So you were in Afghanistan.
Correct. I spent 8 months over there in the Helmand province. I'm not sure if you know where that is, but nonetheless, that was a good learning experience. I'll say it like that.
Wow, that's amazing. So New Brunswick to Columbus, Ohio. I think you said Atlanta for a little bit. Now California, and then Afghanistan. So you pretty much traveled a little bit of everywhere. Wow. All right, and then we continue. We sent you on a cruise. Our Voyages by Kim sent you on a cruise. Where did you guys go again?
We went to Jamaica. It was an awesome moment. Yeah, we went out the country to Jamaica, so it was awesome. Yeah.
All right, that's good. I like Jamaica. All right. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Lionheart Laquinn. This is the Fun with Kim show, and we're interviewing an amazing up-and-coming professional boxer now who's won many California Golden Glove championships, has actually been to Afghanistan, I believe, for 8 years in the U.S. Marines, and now is just living out his dreams and, pursuing his career. So you also have a child, correct? One child?
That's correct. I have 2 right now. Yes, that's correct.
Boy and a girl, or?
Boy and, so Jeremiah is my son, 9-year-old son, and then also my daughter, Nia.
Nia, okay, wow. That's great. Not only are you a boxer, but you also do, motivational speaking?
That's correct. That is correct. It's been a tough journey to transit. But technically, I guess I've always been a public speaker, being in the military and leading Marines. So, yes, most definitely.
What gives you your passion? What gives you your drive to do all the things that you're doing?
Wow, that's a great question. So, honestly, the thing that gives me my passion the most is the fact that I understand the words of power. You know, the power of words, rather. I mean, you know, the power of words. Just, you know, they move people, they touch people, and it's nice to see people be inspired by things that I say.
I've also seen you doing some speaking at schools and different things like that.
That is correct. I'm actually involved with 2 organizations right now. One is with Pastor Tom at 3CLA Ministry. He has an organization called Engage the Vision, and we speak to those male children at the Martin Luther King Elementary School. And we go in there, we mentor, make sure they're loved, make sure they're getting the right words and the right wisdom. That's one of the things I do. But yes, I completely understand serving and how that works. It brings on a whole other platform. And as well as, the Peggy Beatrice Foundation, too. I have to give them a shout out. Every Tuesday I'm there, and we feed the homeless out there in Skid Row in Los Angeles. And that's major. Yeah, so that does a lot for my soul. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, I think that's amazing. You know, to be out in the community. I mean, not only are you saying that you're there for your community, you actually are in your community, and it sounds like at least once a week you're in the community making your community better. And I think that's commendable. I mean, that's just amazing. Wow. I can see why you are on the level and the platform that you're at, because you can hear it in your voice. You can hear it in your. I can hear the ambition. I can hear your excitement, and I can see it by your actions.
I mean, that's huge. I mean, you're the first professional boxer I know, so I think that's amazing. But like, how was your first fight? Like, tell me how did you feel? I mean, did you get the whole, like, when you see it on TV, you have the boxers coming in, there's music in the background. Is it that whole same vibe, or how does that work?
I'm not going to lie. My first fight was very surreal. I remember everything just feeling like it was a movie, except it was my real life, almost. And everybody around me, like, you know, we're hitting pads, and, you know, you're seeing fights before you, and it's like, wow, this is just like, you know, some Creed stuff, except it's my real life. The movie Creed, rather. But, yeah, so I just remember that fight. I was preparing mentally, and I wanted to make sure that I was at my tip-top, but I was definitely in the best shape of my life at that time. And, I just remember getting in that ring and telling myself I was going to handle business, and that's exactly what I did. Ended up getting a second ring knockout, TKO.
And who was your first fight with?
I can't even remember the guy's name, honestly. I was in Mexico. That's one of those things. You make sure that you don't see them as a person almost, and it's very brutal. Boxing is a very brutal sport. I think Burns line to hide of that. But it's one of those things where you don't want to know anything about your opponent besides their fight skills.
That's good.
Wow. So I think that's the funniest statement I've heard all day, is the fact that you don't remember your opponent's name. You just said, I just went in, I won, and I came home.
Right, exactly. Right. That's exactly how it happens. And I'm so huge on where I'm putting my energy before a fight, where my mindset is, where everything is in place. I'm so conscious of what I'm doing, but the last thing I want to worry about is having someone in my head before I get into the fight and take myself out the game, you know?
Yeah. So if you're just tuning into the Fun with Kim show, we have Lionheart Laquinn. So now you've already had your first KO. You had that amazing feeling. Would you have a second one lined up? When is your second fight?
So at this point in my career, because I don't have a manager, I actually had to go out and get that fight on my own, and it's been a struggle to continue. But to answer your question, my next fight should be next month. I'm looking for another opponent now. So, I'm still training. I'm still getting ready, and I'm going to make sure that I'm ready to handle business that day as well, too.
Wow. It sounds like the show must go on. It's really what that sounds like. It's like the show must go on no matter what. All right.
Well, exactly. That is the truth.
What do you do to train for this? Because I can imagine. I've seen, certain things like Mayweather running like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, how do you get prepared for a fight of this caliber?
First, it starts with obviously the running part. You need lungs in the ring. You need to be able to breathe during high endurance activity, obviously. So, not to insult anybody's intelligence or anything like that, but it starts off with the putting in the work, the running, the waking up at 5 in the morning, the going to the gym at 10, the making sure your diet is on point, make sure you have a meal before and after every workout, and it's literally a life-consuming thing. You can't just, hop in the ring. However, I will say this, maybe I am the exception and maybe I'm not. I definitely find time for the other parts of my business as well, too, to handle. So, I mean, it just takes a lot more, I get less hours of sleep if you could.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you say your other businesses, I would love to. What other? I think I've touched on a few of them. Can you give us a quick rundown of your other businesses, just so we know?
All right. Just so boxing related, I actually own a motivational company called Lionheart Motivation Factory.
Okay.
And what we do with boxing, I actually teach boxing on the beach every Sunday with my friend, my partner in business, Carlos. He owns a supplement company called Earth PR. And that's one of the things that I do on, just because Sunday is one of those days where, I'm not going to be doing too much, but I want to give back and I want to teach people the craft. So we do boxing right there on the beach, and it starts and ends with 5 minutes of meditation. I believe in the whole mind, body, spirit aspect, as well as in basically where the spirit comes in at, is I have a partner with a company called Soul Manity, and they do the meditation portion for me. So they help my clients get everything together with that. But on top of that, it's a long list. That's just part of what I do. But nonetheless, I run my business off of Instagram, and you can find me at Lionheart_Laquinn, Laquinn. And a lot of my platforms are on there to be researched. I didn't want to take up too much time being long-winded.
But boxing on the beach, how do they sign up for that? How do they get involved?
So they can go to my website at LionheartLaquinn.com, and there's a link on there that says Boxing on the Beach. They go ahead and register. I want to say it's $35 per person, and then if you bring a friend, it's like 50% off. Right now, I believe it's a promotion that we're running. And so they sign up, and I take them or they meet me at the beach. I have my tent, registration, heavy bags, everything set up, the mitts, all that. And we get it in.
And now, is that every morning? Is that on weekends? When is that?
That is Sundays only. That's kind of like the one day I had to give back. I do have 2 other coaches that on the side, they do the personal training portion. But if you want the full experience, we do the meditation, and we do the mind, body, spirit thing at the beach every Sunday. That's correct.
Any person that's saying, I aspire to be a boxer or a professional boxer, what advice would you give them coming into the same world that you're in?
Well, one, I would definitely say, on a surface level, I would definitely say make sure you have a high pain tolerance. Okay, so, yeah, definitely for that end. Some people get hit and that's it for them. So don't be that person. Right. Right. I get hit and I smile, so I'm definitely a different type. So most definitely.
Wow.
So,
are you the type that says hit me, I'm going to hit you back harder? Is that it? Or?
Oh no, yeah, that's what the good boxers want you to do, so you fall into their trap. But the biggest advice that I would give to anyone looking to become a professional boxer, I would definitely have to say, put in the work. Find your work ethic. See how much you really want to do before you even step into it. Because this is not something you can get into for a year and then back out. It's not something that you can, just peekaboo your head and then come back. So make sure that's what you really want to do, and then go find somewhere to train and train with all your heart, grind with all your heart. Make sure you do it like there's nothing else in the world to do. That would be my advice.
Yeah, because it sounds like almost for me, it sounds like you started this. I mean, you took a pause. It sounds like. But it sounds like you started this with your dad, really. So it sounds like you started as a child. Like, this was a way of life for you, not just...
At one point, that's correct. That's correct. You were right about that. At one point in time, boxing was my life. But since then, of course, growth and personal development, boxing becomes a platform to springboard on the inspiring people portion of my life, if that makes any sense.
You use boxing to motivate people.
Correct. It's one of the platforms. Right. Correct. I believe, stepping in there, it shows a level of courageousness that most people aren't willing to commit to. They're not used to, putting their mindset aside to go ahead and, for a bigger picture, a bigger cause, inspire others. So that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely is a different level. So I definitely believe you there. Wow. I mean, that is amazing just to see the path and everything that you come from.
I want people to know that that's what you have to do on a daily basis. Some people, frown negative about grinding because, you're going through a struggle, but that struggle is what makes you. So that grinding that you do with all of your heart, it's going to lead you to higher platforms. It's going to lead you to higher levels of success and higher levels of opportunity when you do that. If you wholeheartedly do something, you're going to see results a lot quicker. But if you give that 50, that 75%, you're not going to get to where you need to go.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I love the branding. I love your theory behind it, because not only do you have an inspirational quote, you have the whole reason of backing it up as to why it's your inspirational quote, and that's truly amazing. Well, we are here today with Lionheart Laquinn. I am so excited to have had him on our show today. He's just an amazing person, up and coming, definitely a man to watch and a man to follow. He has a boxing match that hopefully coming up in the next month, and you'll be posting all information about that on Instagram. Am I correct?
That is correct. Lionheart _Laquinn. And yeah, check me out. That's 2 N's at the end.
2 N's. Are you on any other social media platforms, or just primarily on Instagram?
Correct. So I have that page, and then I also have the Lionheart Movement page. That's a whole nother thing. But I have an ambassador, Lionheart ambassadors, that help me run that page as well too. And on top of that, you can find me on Facebook, my Lionheart Laquinn athlete page. And what else? LionheartLaquinn.com. So everything's Lionheart Laquinn. You can Google it all. So, yeah.
All right. And before we get out of here, is there anything else that you want us to know about you, what you're doing, anything that you feel like we missed tonight?
Wow. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you, Kim. I think you are a phenomenal woman yourself. And the growth that I've seen, I've always believed in making sure that I kept people in my life that had the same hustle, the same grind, but not only that, the same heart to provide to others and inspire others. So I want to commend you on that and your radio show, and I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm honored to even, be on your show right now.
Well, thank you for that. I am more than honored to have you on the show. I'm beyond inspired. Just the one thing about your professional career and seeing where you are is the inspiration that I feel from you when you speak. The inspiration that I feel from you when I see your Instagram posts and all the things that you're doing. So thank you for taking the time to be here and bless us with, all that you're doing in your future endeavors. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. So you're tuned into the Fun with Kim show. We've been talking to Lionheart Laquinn. That's with 2 N's. And now back to my producer and LA Radio Now Studios.
Thanks again, Kim. Once again, we want to thank our guest, Lionheart Laquinn. You can reach him at www.lionheartlaquinn.com. That's Lionheart. Laquinn is spelled LAQUINN.com, or Lionheart _Laquinn on Instagram. Is that right, Lionheart?
That's correct. 2 N's. That's correct.
And you said you mentioned that are you pro now?
That's correct. I'm 1-0, 1 knockout, looking for that next fight, and also looking for a manager if anybody's out there.
I was just about to say, with our network, I was like, all right, all you boxing fanatics, and I'll reach out to some of the people in the network. I know a lot of boxing managers. I happen to know a lot of boxing managers. I actually just got back from Vegas meeting with some folks. So we've seen what you've been doing online, like Kim said, with the promotional stuff. Excited about you kicking off your boxing career, being safe. What's your weight class right now?
I'm currently fighting. My weight class is 168, super weight.
So you're a middleweight.
Correct.
Very cool. So don't forget, go right now, check out, especially if you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to do the boxing on the beach training, go to LionheartLaquinn.com. That's LionheartLaquinn.com. Laquinn is spelled LAQUINN.
Thank you so much, King.
Thank you. Truly amazing and truly inspired.
You're tuned into the Fun with Kim show with your host, Kim Mack. And now your host, Kim Mack.
Now, this is Fun with Kim, and thank you for tuning into the Fun with Kim show. Now, everybody always asks me what I have coming up. And, of course, you know me from my travel company. However, here's what we have coming up in the next few months. We have our Wow Kids Rock on April 22nd. We have our Wow Wedding Expo on May 20th. And, again, our Wow Kids Rock on June 24th. Now, our Wow Kids Expo is going to be an amazing thing. So far, we have free Zumba for parents and kids. We have Monkey Joe's. We have mascots. We have face painting. We have performances every 20 minutes by Commotion's Dance Kids and Kicks Karate. and raffles, tons of prizes. On top of the free Zumba classes and the free karate workouts, and the free performances, we also have a ton of free shopping by vendors such as Mary Kay, Paparazzi, Dot Dot, just about everything that you can think of. The words, it's all going to be there. So come out for an amazing, fun day for the family. There's so much to do and so much to see. We have done so much to entertain you. On our Wow Wedding Expo, we're just growing on it a little bit, again, more. And we're just making it a little bit bigger. So we're going to, again, have that fashion show. We're going to have a formal wear fashion show. We're going to have a bridal fashion show. And then we're going to have your everyday wear fashion show. So come out and support those next two events that we have coming up. We also introduced our Super Bowl Mingle for Singles, and that's bowling. So we now have a bowling singles group, which starts on April 20th. And then you'll see it again on May 18th. Now, that's going to be the third Friday of every month. And then don't forget to join us for our B2B Networking Happy Hour, which I also host the first Monday of every month. So our next B2B Happy Hour is going to be on May 7th. And at all of our networking smaller groups, you'll also see vendors and so many things to do at those events. Now, it's that time of year again to buy a new home in the area, or a great time to do a seasonal review of your insurance policy. If you're in the market or just need help with either of those, buying a new home or your bi-week or annual insurance review, just remember to ask for Kim. You can always text me any of your questions to 240-394-4948. Again, that's 240-394-4948.
Excellent, Kim.
Yeah, so we have, there's just so much going on. It's always good to stay in the know of what we have. You're tuned into the Fun with Kim show on LA Radio Now. I am here in Maryland. My producer is in LA Radio Now studios. We want to thank everyone. We want to thank Lionheart Laquinn for being on our show today. We want to thank our amazing producer, Troy. And we want to thank all of the workers and all the helpers that we have. I think we have over 100 or so workers at our Wow Kids Expos, and all the people that just make sure that everything amazing is going on and that we're staying productive within our company.
Thanks so much, Kim. Oh, before we get out of here, you have to let everybody know about Fun with Kim TV.
Yes. So we have grown. Thank you to all of our listeners. We are now introducing Fun with Kim TV, and it's amazing to be able to have this opportunity. So we have a film guy that follows us around all my work career. So he follows me around the things that I already love to do, which I think is amazing. So you'll be seeing him on our B2B networking groups, all of our expos, our single mingle events, my real estate career and insurance, and just the different things that I'm doing in the DMV area. So I'm so honored to have this opportunity to be able to give you guys a positive side of work. And just so that way you can see all the opportunities that are out there for everyone. And just, here are different vendors and here are different people and our industry people. I think we had a guy that came all the way from Baltimore last week, and he was an amazing guy, the head of his company, and he came out and he spoke about his business. So we love being able to show you what different people are doing in their career and what they're doing in their life and keeping everyone positively happy.
Amazing. It's about being positively happy. Thank you so much, Kim. And don't forget, any questions you have, you can also email Kim at travel@voyagesbykim.com. That's travel@voyagesbykim.com. And for the real estate and insurance, Kim, give them that number one more time.
Yes, that's 240-394-4948. And just remember, you can always text. That's a text line. So if you have any questions at all, you can text to 240-394-4948, and I can answer all of your questions. And the best part about what I do is I am not trying to keep my lights on. I'm trying to keep your lights on. So my goal is, even if I can't help you, if our insurance rates are a little bit higher or that's not the best option for you, guess what? I'm going to tell you that. Feel free to ask me any questions you want, so that way I can make sure that your family is protected as well as mine.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And thank you all for tuning in to Fun with Kim.